Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to ReNgO. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're over on Tournament Desert with a mirror for you. Up in the north we have ReNgO with the purple GLA Stealth. I said Pro though, didn't I? And we got ReNgO in the game. Down in the south we've got ReNgO, aka Shaye, with the blue GLA Stealth as well. So yeah, a mirror. Yeah, I remember actually, it's coming back to me now, when Tournament Desert used to get played a lot. Actually, top spot would have a major advantage. Not only did you have the terror cars there as well, but if you had the top spot, you could get a tunnel there faster, you could get your RPGs in those buildings faster, start firing those down faster. But yeah, I suppose it was primarily actually down to the terror cars. Yeah, ReNgO he's never really got anything positive to say on the forums. He's quite a troll character, but ReNgO is pretty funny because only I think last year he got caught map hacking in Clan Wars. So like the 0-hour ladder we have, not the Revora ladder, but like a higher level one. It's like Clan Wars where all the big pros and stuff play. Kind of like if you imagine 0 hours equivalent of CSGO's ESL or ESEA. not that it's anywhere near the scale of that, or Face It ladder or whatever. Clan Wars is kind of like that, but for 0 hour. Yeah, ReNgO got caught map hacking on it. But the funny thing is, you think if someone had map hack, they'd be able to win against all the pro players, against all the strong players, and they'd have a positive score probably against everyone, because obviously you've got this massive unfair advantage. You can see under all the fog and stuff like that. But ReNgO actually didn't. He didn't have a positive score against any player with a pulse. So that's why I did say, yeah, introduce it as 1v1 pro, but you have to question whether ReNgO qualifies as pro now. And he never came out to apologize about that or admit it. He just kind of left. He got reported on the forum by someone. I think he played a game against Xgal when he hunted, when he hacked or something like that, and yeah, ReNgO just completely ignored it and thinks if he just ignores the situation, it'll just go away. But everyone knows ReNgO. Don't you worry about that, my friend. So we've got a technical here from ReNgO. He's found his way into the box of Shaye. It's a massive gaping hole that you don't really want to have in your worker line. And I think depending on who got the first shot off there, that winning that battle could be a major blow. I think if ReNgO got the first shot off there, he could have won that battle and then kind of camped that position with a scrapped up tech, and another technical would come in and the same thing would happen. That could have been GG. So luckily for Shaye, then his technical did get the first shot off. But ReNgO controlling this game, he's killed all of the workers over here. Shaye's actually got both oils though, so to be fair, I would rather Shaye's position still, because you can get this position back, whereas those oils are going to be hard to crack. Shaye will probably have the economy now to be able to regain this. I say that though, but ReNgO is bringing a lot of units. This is kind of an old style strat. You would TNT that tunnel. I don't know if Shaye even did a tunnel there though. You would TNT that tunnel, and then you would put pressure on it straight away and kick the enemy off one supply. Something you see on Barren Badlands as well. People do that on that map too. So yeah, Shaye is at quite a disadvantage now without a supply, but he still has them 2 oils, and he has good control in the mid. So I think, you know, if he gets another supply set up in the mid, I think that can be kind of okay for him. Yeah, I haven't seen a game on Tournament Desert for a while, a stealth mirror on Tournament Desert. I can't remember the last time I saw that. Shaye now losing one of the oils. It's not going to be captured. It could be captured, that I suppose. You could drop tunnels here and defensive quads and capture it, but ReNgO, I think he's doing the right thing, you know. Even if you suicide some units here, in order to take away that oil advantage, you would then be left on 2 supplies versus your enemy's 1. So I actually like that from ReNgO, to be fair. And yeah, despite what I said about him in the beginning, he seems to actually be performing on an okay level at the moment. I'm not going to say he's top level. I'm not going to say he's going to be winning tournaments and stuff, but he does seem to be doing okay. He, what was that tournament? Victor's Resurgence or something like that. He did pretty well. I think he came second in his group, and Xgal came last, I think, in his group. So just shows ReNgO is doing something right. At least that engagement there by Shaye is absolutely awful. ReNgO's going to get a load of scrap now as well. He could have got himself a super tech there. But Shaye's at a huge disadvantage. He has got a middle oil, sorry, middle supply at least. The problem is for ReNgO now, I'd be dropping down the palace there. You know why? Because you don't need more units now for a unit advantage. Because you've already got a unit advantage. You've just wiped out all of his stuff there. You've taken away Shaye's economy. Ooh, whoa, 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 if that's a TNT. Oh. If you'd have had retaliation on there, that might have actually set off a TNT. So that is probably something that Shaye needs a little bit of luck there. If that had a hit, that would have been absolutely insane. There is a hijacker in the mix as well. What's he going to grab? Probably, I would be wanting to grab that, but you run the risk of getting run over. Oh, baby. Oh, man, hijackers. I think if you leave them on guard, at least then they've got more of a chance of like capturing whatever comes close. But yeah, a hijacker here is definitely going to be needed to hold this, otherwise you're not going to hold it. Yeah, I think ReNgO might be throwing away his advantage if he pours more into quads now without going for a palace. I think he could have achieved more faster by going for a palace. Ooh, nice quad steal. Super tech is too far to the front though, Shaye. I don't know if he's microing that back or not. Ooh, super tech survives. Only just. No, it doesn't. Shaye's lost his super tech as well, but he's winning this engagement. A lot of mutually assured destruction there. A lot of units went down. I think Shaye might be doing the right thing with a double arms dealer, but I just think ReNgO would be in a better position now if that was a palace and he had a market with workers' shoes. You know, I like that upgrade. I think ReNgO would be in a better position if he'd done that. So I think that's a strategic mistake from him. But I've liked his play so far. The oil kills, the clearance of the supply, very nice. Winning that battle against Shaye over there was very nice. But yeah, I don't agree with that. That's the first major thing that I disagree with. I wonder if Gentle will tell me if he's hacking in this game or not. Maybe we're better watching from this view. MDS mode is on. Yeah, it should tell us. Let's watch from his view for a second. He's got his war factories on 3 and 4. Okay, it's kind of unusual. Most of the pros are using like 1 and 2 for their war factories and then 0 and 9. I think Gentle apparently tells us if he's hacking in this game as well. They would tell us that as well. But I mean, history would tell it doesn't make any difference if ReNgO's hacking or not. I think he actually is performing better now, potentially on Gentle, than he did when he had map hack, which is pretty funny. We've got a sneaky tunnel being built by Shaye that is going to get up. I wonder if that quad will go down of ReNgO though. He's going to pull it. No, it's going to go down, but ReNgO's coming in with another big attack. There is a demo trap, and ReNgO seems to be aware. Not just because the worker's there. He's trying to make it less obvious. Like, if he was being obvious, obviously it'd be right on it, but he's got to make it a little bit less obvious. But obviously we know that worker is there. Shaye's collecting on double supplies in the mid. Interesting game, that's for sure. Another quad is stolen there. Big pop from Shaye. I don't know if that's the right engagement to take though, despite that quad being stolen. Nah. Sometimes you just know, man. Sometimes you just know just not to take a fight, and that was a bad one. You just lost all your quads. And what did you kill for it? 1, 2, 3 quads you killed. Maybe the one you stolen as well, 3 or 4, but you've lost your whole army for that. And you're giving ReNgO loads of XP as well. Saying that though, the XP is kind of even. Who's going to drop that palace first? It is going to be Shaye. A little bit close to the front for my liking there, because if that attack comes from there, that palace is going to be cancelled, isn't it? Yeah, I would have preferred the palace sneakily dropped at the back, or at least there or something, because that palace has got no cover at all. It's just going to die. And Shaye doesn't have enough units because he took that bad fight up in the top. ReNgO kind of on fire at the moment, really. He's controlling the game a hell of a lot. Is he going to be able to break this position, though? ReNgO pushing in. The demo trap apparently is on manual, because it's not even gone off. There is a hijacker in the mix. Quads coming in from the back. Shaye trying to hold desperately. More quads coming in. Shaye's collecting scrap on the vetted quad, which is a mistake. Hijacker comes in, and actually, he might have turned the tide with that hijacker. Might have actually turned the tide. Oh, more quads come in from reinforcements because he's got defender's advantage. And that's it. Whoa, he's held that very nicely, actually. Very, very nicely. ReNgO just seems to be all in at this point. He's not got any palace, any mid control or anything. He literally was banking on winning that fight 100%. I think if you're going that much all in and you've got a third supply, at least make some hijackers from there, or bring a radar van to stop the enemy hijackers. Because typically, if you the way you think about it, one supply typically supports one arms dealer, something like that, roughly. So if you've got a third, why haven't you got a third arms dealer, or why haven't you got a why aren't you at least producing something from the barracks? I suppose you could say he's investing most of that into tunnels. You could say some of these tunnels are too bunched up. That demo trap though could come into play though, but it is on manual detonation, not automatic. It could have played a part in defending Shaye's base before, actually, because if it had took out like 2 quads or a quad and then some RPGs from that demo trap, that would have helped that battle out a lot. It was running it quite to the wire, leaving it so risky, literally down to the last few quads. Oh, please, please. No, he's not doing it. Well, this palace being built out the front again, it definitely puts the pressure on ReNgO to do something about it, but it also runs the risk of Shaye losing this palace. A big quad pop from the top. I think those quads will win. They've got more scrap, more veterancy. Ooh, he hijacks another one. I just think, like, ReNgO's going to run out of steam. He's got a palace being built at the bottom right. He is going to run out of steam because that supply's now dried up. That's going to dry up soon. And you've just been making quads the whole game and taking a lot of lost engagements at time. Here comes a hijacker from ReNgO, actually.
Just get me in close.
Big pop from ReNgO again. Is he going to run into this demo trap? He seems to have deleted the beacon. Oh, come on, man. Detonate that thing. He's gone over it now. Okay, he did it. He did it. Killed like 2 quads. Is Shaye going to be able to hold that? He just needs to go inside of his palace with a couple of RPGs, and it will help the hold here massively. But I think ReNgO's just going to run out of steam now because... oh no, his palace not that far off, actually. He's only just placing down a CC, though. Have both players been getting the bounty money? Not sure about Shaye's. I'll have to check next fight. I did see... Whoa, that's a proper size worker, that one is. That is beautiful. That really is beautiful. I think what you see in here is a nice strategy. I think it was overall maybe a better strategy from ReNgO, hitting that supply and then pushing the main. But I think you're just seeing a slightly higher skill level from Shaye, like mixing in the hijackers, defending when you had the lesser numbers, sneaky workers like that. Although ReNgO's aggression has been nice, and that attempted TNT was very nice. But I think if that TNT had worked, maybe we were looking at a ReNgO win, maybe. Toxin Tractor here from ReNgO. It's going to clear out this building. It hasn't been under attack for ages, this, so or even at all. So I think Shaye's not going to be prepared for that. Nice contaminate there by the Toxin Tractor. I can't remember whether moving the tractor or letting the tractor die leaves the radiation for longer. I think doing the contamination and then moving it leaves the contamination for longer, because I think when the Toxin Tractor dies, I think it wipes out the radiation there. We've got 2 battle buses out from ReNgO. But I do think if they rocked up 5 minutes ago, if that was a palace instead, I think that could have been a very different game. But Shaye has equal number of battle buses, and he's got more alive battle buses. This one seems quite empty, actually. Shaye is getting the bounty money, but he's got a double battle bus advantage right now, and I think he's going to close down the main, and I think that'll be it. It's been a nice hold. Bit of a shaky start for Shaye, but ultimately a nice hold, nice unit mix in, nice sneaky tunnel, and that's ended the game. Multiple battle buses, and ReNgO completely caught with his pants down there in the base. He is going for a counter attack though with 4 quads, but if just one of them battle buses goes back, surely they can hold it. He could even just stealth these buildings and stealth his palace. ReNgO is giving away loads of XP and bounty money here. Shaye going to be level 5 now. Very well played. Barracks there goes down. Is this counterattack going to be able to do anything realistically, though? I don't think so, because just look at the entire map. It's covered in blue dots everywhere. ReNgO just has a palace and an empty supply at the bottom right. Not collecting on his main is going to be bad. He is at least making this seem a little bit closer, but ultimately, it's that army there. There's nothing you can do about it. So Shaye's just going around clearing up all the tunnels. There is a nice little circle of tunnels around, but really, yeah. I think a big strategic mistake here was ReNgO. Yeah, he could have mixed in hijackers if he did want to go with this double arms dealer strat. And he also could have, yeah, maybe less tunnels here. Scrap that one, scrap that one, scrap that one. Invest it into quads and hijackers. And maybe then you could have pushed this area. But also that second arms dealer was a definite mistake. It should have been a palace, 100%. When you've already got the units advantage, the enemy's going to be panicking, trying to scramble, dropping down arms dealers, trying to catch up, all this kind of stuff. But you didn't need a double arms dealer at that point. He just needed a palace, get fast attack, get on battle buses, get on buggies, and it would wreck the quads all day long. But I get it, ReNgO was going for fast aggression, he wanted to end it quick. Maybe he thought a longer game against Shaye, he wasn't going to be able to win, and in the end I think Shaye's skill did show through, and he came out top there. More units destroyed, more cash collected, more buildings collected. Buildings destroyed and lost quite even. Units created a little bit more there for Shaye. So yeah, well played for Shaye. Despite a rocky start there, he did manage to get himself both of them oils. But yeah, it was still rocky because ReNgO cleared both of them oils. Very, very nice game indeed. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments and see you in the next one.